fire to lit red pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed pan block. SSC a dirty heart, you a go dead from that seat. Now them a say me mark for that and each time I walk them say me walk for that, you see it. Them lock me down and me can't forget. God Jehovah did a guide me, say me nah regret. Yeah. I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why I'm with my 45 special. Them a pre-nup for girl and them a taste like special. But I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. Tell them me no fear, two-faced expression. Life no, dirty mouth can't chase nor death. All the same thing, Jack and Stephen at the swine for. In pharmacy too much, that them blind for. One plate of food them sell out mankind for. Yes, you have your answer with the bag of bad man. Besides, take them dirty work, so what them want me shine for. Biggie them what them want, what them want mix me in a crime for. And the same thing, why that rise him 9 for. Every dirty work, Jack shall show them a sign for.
The Almighty protect me, the Lord will not forsake me. Jana go make me suffer by the hands of the wicked. So indeed them are wicked, we no care if they hate me. No, our God not forsake me. Jana go make me suffer by the hands of the wicked. Follow me now, me say them want to be better things, them know them can't. Can't do me nothing cause enough psalms to chant. The Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want. Jamaica reap the blessing cause of good deeds we plan. He maketh me to lie by the still waters. Jah protect me from all perils and disasters. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, no time in no fret cause Jah will protect me. Oh, the Lord will not forsake me. Jah nah go make me suffer by the hands of the wicked. So indeed them are wicked, we no care if they hate me. No, Yahweh won't forsake me. Jah nah go make me suffer by the hands of the wicked. Go tell them, suffer evermore, I in a God knows it well. Them rise against me and stumble and fell. Why? Cause God surround me with one heap of angel. David carry him sling so we no look for Askel. Well, when the wicked man a cast them spell, we no fear. Cause we got the God of Israel, the God of Moses, the God of Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. The same God of Daniel, I him a guide and protect me. Oh, the Lord will not forsake me. Jana go make me suffer by the hands of the wicked. So indeed them are wicked, we no care if they hate me. No, our God not forsake me. Jana nah go make me suffer. The Almighty I will pray that
them dancing style all outdated like Tinga. Ding dong come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the right and snap your finger. No linger, no linger. Them dancing style all outdated like Tinga. Come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the left and snap your finger. No linger. Everybody pray up on yourself.
Yeah, once again, thank everybody for tuning in and keeping it locked to the gallery this evening. I want to welcome Nahali onto the gallery. Good night to you, Vanessa. Everybody out there that's listening to the gallery this evening, Sassy, Hess, Terry, Levine, and the whole crew out there. Thank you for tuning in and keeping it locked this evening.
To the left and to the right, nobody cheat. Watch your bunty, them a mix the linger with the gully creep. Ding say Ellie, oh him so serious when them a dancing style all outdated like Tinga. Ding dong, come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the right and snap your finger. No linger, no linger. Them dancing style all outdated like Tinga. Come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the left and snap your finger. No linger. Everybody do the no linger. Dance and step up. So you do the no linger. With your foot them a stretch out. So you do the no linger. Who can't do it get out. So you fi do the no linger. No linger, no linger, no linger, no linger. Sunday, now stop linger all night till it done day. Bring the fun we take it round a uptown Monday. See the girl them a broke out a wine and a go down there. The dance make everybody a come there. Dancing style all outdated like Tinga. Ding dong come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the right and snap your finger. No linger, no linger. Them dancing style all outdated like Tinga. Come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the left and snap your finger. No linger, no linger, no linger.
after we say check, no linger, 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 no linger. I could have do them guide. Oh, them a live so dirty and them a no Friday. Oh, you have the bed and make another man a lie. Brethren from your gun over the side. Follow DJ White Man and fly away. How I do them there? Oh, you finna want the yachty them a bembe. Listen to me Keely and you better comprehend. Where the yam pass a Wednesday. We no want see you while your friends. Yeah, well, what's that them little dudes there? Oh, we never see you a silent on a Tuesday. Now go to shooters in a make none of the moves there. Y'all in the place to pick and choose there. If you never refuse. Listen me no hombre. You know I no girl, you must want another hombre. Don't go fire links or go uptown Monday. And you see Brandy's pan a Sunday. If you know what good for you, no come there. Jamaica tell them, take for yourself, to make a fire. If we hear some man a bed, you like kind of. And you make another man a go behind you and a climb you. We say the rifle them tall. And when it bust you see the fire fall. He shot them enough up like when rain a fall. I flash you all the door and all mash up your window and all rip up all the wall. If I'm a boy a police them go call. So we got a gun shopping at the mall. Me gonna stick me shit with them no stall. Yo white all, gun fire rival. All of the thing them pound with belly with your call. Shut up on your veranda, you're dead in your hall. Killing at the Christmas, because me gun when it's must. It was so sweet, it's singing like it's in Christmas carol. No night, I keep up in a roll. Me gun so sick, it need a panadol. The rifle so silent, it make you blind, it make you. It's like a rope with them a roll. It must make you ball out like a gal. A straight in a Magno hospital. A murder, yo, this is a felony, that one a federal. So them pull them must be bright. Like that them want this, but them not to try. The big old 50 caliber, we take and done the fight. From them say war, we just go get the AR. Me a clap it with me one hand, because it was a lie. I left hand me use, but me a bust the rifle right. Black and lantern make your bone get so wide. I when this hit the bus, me say you think of this hit the sparks, that you think of pepper light. The what them run got disrespect, I know you lose a life. I know you're dead, no I tear the fuck your wife. Silence, I live for silent, cat the carry in a night. Them should have been a strife. How we not free food, never know we matter, we not go to free school.
From sun up till night.
Yo, Jeffrey, I wet them up like a tsunami. I wet this.
Once again, to keep it locked to the gallery here on Career Power Jam Radio. Make sure you download that Career Power Jam Radio app to your tablet as well as to your phone, so you can keep it locked to this show continually and all the shows here on Career Power Jam Radio. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed their weekend. I know it was a stormy weekend here in the East Coast as the Hurricane Henri was, as they call it, Henri was passing through. Very rainy, very windy over the weekend. So once again, hopefully everybody made it through and is safe right now.
That told me not dance. Me that with some never in a Adija leopard. Speak in a dispute of a second. That can look in like Dr. Cat scan. You don't know me. Listen super cat sound. When we add the Magni Matsman, sing it. As a cricketer, no batsman. What's wrong? Them come with gang, but when this bang, them fling from them make one fast move. Send them make them can't. White all every white. Self like child bedwet. You send check. Mother, I'm dead before this honor. Them want to warn me some sense to me army. That spread them like Miyaki, the empire that got fire, Mr. Farmer got them was all of the palm tree. Want to warn me, some send to me army. That spread them like a Miyaki. Nothing be clean as some in a camouflage, blue suit and red sea, my khaki. No me from so get Stephen, no night, no use these. So deep, we believe you are gonna link you for reason. To skin like me to meet season. Gaza, cool like winter, me no responsive. So tell me, say, if you can even me, that's a bit illegal. How you fi think say you're classy? When me say, pants, mine of crank, sharp, distance. Boy, come a big ship at land. Me no respond, him off at a distance. Dad of the whole world in his hands, but me own the and I give it. I know me start it typical.
Me never want no gorilla war. Them want to warn me, some sense to me army. That spread them like Miyaki. The empire that got fire, Mr. Farmer got. Them was sad about hold on bandit. Enough empty, like the put in a by ya 20. True lucky yard, Mr. Spency, like G-string and Frenchy. If we left on the ground, feed the people, them see. Only with it enough empty, like the in a by ya 20. Tell them yard, Mr. Spency, damage them intensely. If we left on, feed the people, them see. Them make them spread out, head out and spread out and run. Come through like mouth and long, can't be out and done them and done. Find some fat like take mouth and jump. Can't have the foot and dumps like the battery spread out and plump. Me, pound the clothes and need the rose and beat, nose and teeth. Tap the toes and feet so the fly and doors and eat. Who goes and street full of and lead. Then doors and sleep by the clothes and meat. 1,000 feet, but the frozen teeth. Give them a rose and hold on bandit. Enough, it's empty. Like the put in a square 20. True lucky yard, Mr. Spency, like G-string and Frenchy. If we left on the people, them see. Only with it in a boat. Empty. Look at
once again saying welcome to everybody that's tuning in to Keep It Locked to the gallery this evening. Once again, here's the gallery. We spell it DAGALLERY. So once again, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Mixcloud, as well as on YouTube. So big it to everybody that's listening all throughout the world. So once again, it is the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, we here. So those that are keeping up with the Looking Forward segment, once again, that's the segment of the show where we play music from the up-and-coming artists. So we had 3 songs last week. You can still vote for that on our Instagram story as well as on our Twitter page, and that poll will be ending shortly. But also, we'll be playing 3 new songs this evening as well. So once again, thank you all for tuning in, keeping it locked to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, for those that are on the Facebook and the YouTube, as well as the Instagram, just apologizing for the no sound in the beginning, but just want to, once again, for those that didn't catch that part of it, just want to say happy birthday to everybody that's celebrating their birthday today. Once again, saying happy birthday to Courtney Martindale as well as to Lyndon Best. Saying happy birthday to Lawrence Waiters as well as to Karen Jones. Saying happy birthday to Shameen Sutton as well as to Leonie Laurent. Saying happy birthday to Gideon Rimple. Saying happy birthday to Shadala Wills as well as to Tracy Cartwright. Saying happy birthday to Loretta DeBritton as well as to Janiyah Graham. Saying happy birthday to Volda Aaron as well as to Vanessa Alfred. Saying happy birthday to Kilo Spike as well as to Lucy Marino. And happy birthday to Michael Mathias. So once again, anybody else that's celebrating their birthday today, just saying happy birthday, and hopefully you enjoy your birthday today. So once again, it is the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Once again, if you're in the New York State, if you live in New York State, you've been following some of the politics that has been going on. We currently have a new governor, by way of resignation. The prior governor Cuomo has resigned officially. He put in his resignation about 2 weeks ago, and now as of today, he's resigned, and now we in New York State, have a brand new governor and the first female governor of New York State as well. So history in the making. At this time, as Katie Hochul is now the new governor of New York State. Posted earlier, a friend of mine, Jamani Williams, he was actually running against Kathy Hochul when there was a runoff, a special election for lieutenant governor a few years ago. So nobody was really expecting what's happening now with the resignation of the prior governor Cuomo, and basically if Jamani Williams did win, he would be the current governor of New York State until the next year for governor. Wonder if Cuomo's actually gonna run again, because there's actually no term limits on the governor of New York State. Once again, he resigned by way of the allegations, which the state attorney said was official. The allegations basically were deemed official, credible, and therefore, as a result of that, he was Governor Cuomo had to resign. But being that there are no term limits, we'll see what happens over the course of the next year. That would be something special if he's able to clear his name, and 'cause there were many people who didn't want to see him resign at all. Even with all the allegations and all the things swirling around his head, there were many people that did not want to see him go. So it would be something interesting if he's able to, spend time right now clearing his name and then jump right back in the race. So we'll see what happens. But once again, in New York State, we have a brand new governor as of today, and once again, there's a lot going on in the world, dealing with the pandemic, which is numbers are basically on the rise once again, all throughout the world, but definitely here. And in New York City, being in this country, the United States, Pfizer has officially deemed that Pfizer has full approval for their vaccine, and shortly after that, many mandates just started rolling down, especially in New York City. Mayor de Blasio has been pushing for various mandates to require people to get vaccinated. So as a result of Pfizer getting full approval now for their vaccine, coming September, all teachers, all staff members, everybody that works in the Board of Ed system are now required to be vaccinated in order to go to work. So I want to know what people think about that. You can feel free to put it in the chat. Once again, if you just continue to log on to Caribbean Power Jam Radio, just want to know your thoughts on that. Especially in New York City, this is being de Blasio had already put into effect, started already, but the enforcement will be next month that you have to be vaccinated in order to attend any indoor events, such as going to a restaurant, such as going to the movies, such as going to the gyms, and that includes the employees as well. But once again, now that Pfizer has the full approval for their vaccine, he has mandated that the Board of Ed workers have to be vaccinated in order to return to work. And there were a lot of mandates coming down. I saw down in Florida that Disney World employees themselves have to be vaccinated in order to work. So, there's going to be basically a divide, here in this country, probably around the world, between the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. But we'll see how these things go. So you can just let us know what your thoughts are on that. You can put it in the chat, if you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, or on the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app. So once again, it's the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, just not picking what side in terms of pro-vaccination or anti-vaccination, but just want to get some of your thoughts overall on some of the mandates that have been handed down, especially today, in regards to vaccinations and the things that are going to be required of people, for the time to come. So once again, just let us know, put it in the chat once again, and let us know what your thoughts are on that. Once again, we're going to have the health tip coming up real soon, and then we're going to go into the second hour of our show, where we begin with the Looking Forward segment, and then we'll be speaking to our Looking Forward segment winner from last week. She goes by the name of Tesia out of St. Vincent. So once again, thank you all for tuning in to keep it locked to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So continue to stay tuned and keep it locked.
Oh, me! What?
Jenna bungs, 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 three of us, Jenna bungs, 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 do the dancer, Jenna bungs, Jenna bungs, Jenna bungs, Jenna bungs, Jenna bungs. Me a Japan, huh? Where? In a bad mind boy head there. Vex through me the dancing world say me no want no respect from none of them there. The party a shot dog, how you did there? Over the tickers when name them there. She in a shot up shots of the thing a fling where. One me a look from the object there. Dog if you want look some girl.
Good night to you, Natasha. Good night to you, Ruth. Welcome to the gallery. Good night to you, Anne Marie. Unruly. Big up yourself as well.
If you want my own bar, say you are gonna mash up the club. You wanna make your lifestyle sweet. Don't say you are gonna do it and then don't do it.
In a Europe, Bravo start tour now. Mashing up stage and dance floor now. Fly and play me jet lag now. And have one bag of money in a bag now. Any girl who want me, I forget to know. Make a bag of money, so the thing set it up. Girl see the dog and get wet, And I want more friend, me I go check it out.
If you want look some girl, if you want live with a friend, if you want smoke some trace, not care who a phones are, I kiss them teeth. If you want my own bar, say you are gonna mash up the club. You wanna make your lifestyle sweet. No, say you are gonna do it and then don't do it.
What?
Jenna bungs, 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 three of us, Jenna bungs, Jenna bungs, Jenna.
Ho, ho, ho. Couple rubber band, couple stop then. Yeah. Couple rubber band, couple stop then. Yeah. Up inna the street, we a drop dead. J.O.P. We a go party tonight, you just watch. Tonight, me feel I spend some cash. Cool on the Benz, just watch. If a Givenchy shoes, then the belt must match. Gucci loafers with a tough top. Money no fi call thicker than a. Who ya know, with a clutch back. When a bad sound clear, we say pull it up back. Everybody shout, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Push, load, rum. Yo, we a wild out and a shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Push, load, rum. Buck a new girl, tell them the word them, where fi sweet them. Yeah, just a smile with the pretty teeth them. Yeah, give me the look here, where fi meet them. Pull up on the hand press, kick them. Yeah, give them the kush with the any treatment. Yeah, anyway the Jenna step is street shell. Yeah, beach party me turn up on the seashell. And when me say PP, them a dream weekend. We a show, yeah, 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 yeah. Me and the peep on a Sunday say yeah, 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 yeah. Couple jet scare, me and a gyal a get where. Get say, when me tell her say you sexy, you laugh and a dig. The next day, check me that a chess play. Pool party, be a gal inna the mansion, yeah the UF way. Everybody say, yeah, 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 yeah. Push low. a new girl.
So unique.
Agencia. Whether me in a skirt or jeans or short shorts, head raised when me walk past. Me feel the eyes, believe the eye. Me love the lights when we despite.
You're just a true double six like loading. That is what you're doing with your body. And when you're wine, pretty girl, it drove me. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie. You're just a true double six like loading. That is what you're doing with your body. And when you're wine, pretty girl, it drove me. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie.
I do the bounce fire, bounce like bounce check. I do the verb with the noun with the subject. Anything more me happy get you can't object. You fall in love faster than object. But she a good feel like a brownie and a straight as steel with no like a broadine. We a small well thinner than a thinner sardine. Make man get attentive when me walk in.
You're just a true double six like loading. That is what you're doing with your body. And when you're wine, pretty girl, it drove me. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie. You're just a true double six like loading. That is what you're doing with your body. And when you're wine, pretty girl, it drove me.
Good night to you, Sean the Don. Welcome to the gallery. Good night to you, Nelly. Big up to everybody out there listening to the gallery all throughout the world. Once again, the gallery, spell it DAGALLERY. So once again, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Miss Find as well as on YouTube.
Like a convention when me pass man hand long extension. But me love him money more senior to pension.
You're just a true double six like loading. That is what you're doing with your body. And when you're wine, pretty girl, it drove me. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie. You're just a true double six like loading. That is what you're doing with your body. And when you're wine, pretty girl, it drove me. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie.
Whether me in a skirt or jeans or short shorts, head raised when me walk past. Me feel the eyes, believe the eye. Me love the lights when we despite.
You're just a true double six like loading. That is what you're doing with your body. And when you're wine, pretty girl, it drove me. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie. You're just a true double six like loading. That is what you're doing with your body. And when you're wine, pretty girl, it drove me. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie.
You fall in love.
One bag of gold medal pan me now. Champion boy, you know the damn thing. Pan a podium a sing anthem to. Yellow moon. Man, man, shell me the goddamn boy. That's why everybody at the champion boy. Have a rich gal in the Hamptons boy. The bush never made in the champion boy. Fan. Now man, I do my songsters boy. Flight every week me at the goddamn boy. Yeah, yeah. Just bust up by a mansion boy. Champion me at the champion boy. Yeah, yeah. I'm more no name and me, I'm more no fame and me no need no more life up. Me need a money counting I get a 9. Sometimes I can't take this life up. The artists, you rate me too much. Every song when I sing me name in the title. Plus and yesterday me spend an hour upon the phone and give me financial advice. So, with some of them youth I never so frightened. Fit girl every joints then get ten go wife up. Me touch a girl earth apart belly and my mic go a second round hit me high girl. Them not bad song can't lift the Caribbean. Sometimes me wonder how they survive. They did a 7 career sooner than 2 years now. I me never feel more alive. Goddamn boy, that's why everybody.
And good night to you, Gail. Welcome to the gallery.
One and a Samsung boy. You know, see me at the champion boy. Because then I never champion boy. Flight every week, me at the goddamn boy. Yeah, yeah. Post a picture, no caption boy. Everybody know me at the champion boy. Yeah, yeah. Them you
genocide, you know. Yellow moon. You know a boy violating. Me I tell you so. They boy them start it and them a run help you one call. Boom. Roberto Carlos hardball. Made the sex so we don't worry you can't wall. Boy skin good and tougher than all wall. When me cell phone there make a small call. Be a crocodile roll out couple. Talk way bad like 90s dance hall. Boy them a go on like say the rain can't fall. Send for the fire stick that non stall. You full of be a big chop but your heart small. Boom. Hardball pan belly man start crawl. Buff it everybody man want all gas. Give me the light like champagne, watch them, forget where dog your chance man. This thing and them thing that food get fling wet. We not total, just hardball. Boom. Roberto Carlos hardball. Dog we bad like 90s dancehall. Dog we bad like 90s dancehall. Bad. We not total. dance all. Dog way bad like 90s dance. Serious like a judge, crocodile don't play. Place get bread, boom, night on day. Me maga, fist fight, I don't play. Hardball, that I go on okay. You a run off your mouth, try down straight. Never mind, man, you run up where you hide, where you stay. Go on my phone and style it away. As you fly the Guinness, as you light up a grey. Hardball, brand new cologne, it a spray. Be a darkness like your light, one pay. Can't move. Like the plant and the clear. Head act like yard climate in a me. Now left it. All when time in a grey. Kingston. Where them a try them up here. Run up on me no a child when no play. Genocide out.
Yeah, so once again, thank you all for tuning in and keeping it locked to the gallery this evening. Big up to yourself, Grabber. We're going to be hearing something new from Grabber in a little bit. Once again, just thanking all of our listeners out there on Facebook as well as Instagram. Everybody that's out there on YouTube as well. So once again, it's the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Once again, I want to welcome everybody that's tuning in to keep it locked this evening. And at this time, at this portion of the show, we're going to get into our our health tip of the day before we get into the second hour show get into the looking forward segment. So once again, this is the portion of the show where we give it our health tip. Hopefully it's something that's beneficial and that you can actually utilize to improve your health. So once again, we're going to page Dr. Badman. So this week we're going to be talking about an herb which is called Payo de Arco, which has come from a bark of a tree which is found primarily in South America. And once again, it's one of those herbs that has many beneficial uses because it's rich in antioxidant properties. It's beneficial in building your immunity as well as increasing energy, and overall it's one of those things that can be useful in fighting cancer. And one of the also properties of Payo de Arco is that it is an antiviral as well as antibacterial and antifungal. And one of those things that it be useful for is fighting candida and all sorts of yeast infections of the body, whether it's of the mouth all the way down. And once again, it's one of those things. Payo de Arco is a herb that you can utilize to reduce inflammation in the body as well as pain. So once again, those who have arthritis could use that herb as well. And it also is useful for healing ulcers. And that's this week's health tip from Dr. Badman. So once again, thank you all for tuning in and keeping it locked to the gallery this evening as we continue to keep it locked and keep it rolling with you. And also, once again, just getting your thoughts on all these mandates that are being handed down, especially in New York City. A lot of these mandates, whether it's for workers, students, being that Pfizer's vaccine is now has obtained full approval. A lot of mandates are coming in that you have to be mandated in order that you have to be vaccinated in order to work in various places. So just want to get everybody's thoughts on that. So once again, let us know what you think about that.
Kitty cat see a cockpit. Kitty cat make that press bring 'em up quick. Make sure so you bring a long map stick cause enough milk. This a kitty cat did a keep. Kitty cat love the birds so she love the peacock. Kitty cat climb up in the long tree top. She not come down till the long tree top. If you no love kitty cat, well you a must eat that like hey. Kitty hey hello kitty like hey. Kitty hey hello kitty like hey. Kitty hey hello kitty. I guess I can call me the cage for the city. Hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty, like hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty, like hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty. I guess I can call me the cage for the city. Case you don't know me see inna this cat, domestic Persian Siamese cat. So me set a trap fi go catch kitty cat nyam that and then she get fat. Kitty cat say she lay a cock burn bend the water now run pipe cock problem. Me tell her fi link me round a grand spend the car water they and a full charge. Attack it pon this spot, this kitty cat. Attack it pon this spot, this kitty cat. Attack it pon this spot, this kitty cat. If you not attack pon this spot, you will get scratched like hey, kitty, hey, hello. Kitty.
Once again, welcome everybody to the gallery. Putting that one up for Anne Marie and want to welcome Sandra Price to the gallery. Everybody that's out there listening.
Hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty, like hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty, like hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty. I guess I can call me the cage for the city. Kitty cat, see a cockpit. Kitty cat make that press bring 'em up quick. Make sure so you bring a long map stick cause enough milk. This a kitty cat did a keep. Kitty cat love the birds so she love the peacock. Kitty cat climb up in the long tree top. She not come down till the long tree top. If you no love kitty cat, well you a must eat that like hey. Kitty, hey, hello, kitty like hey. Kitty, hey, hello, kitty like hey. Kitty, hey, hello, kitty. I guess I can call me the cage.
Freaky gal where you there, see them there. Bad gal where you there, see them there. Every gal a fi be mine and give them way. Maybe dash out the Kyle there, feed them say. Freaky gal where you there, see them there. Bad gal where you there, see them there.
Every girl a fi be mine and give them way. Make me dash out the Kyle there, fi them say. Missy bad girl, I back it up a one, chop it and a walk. The girl them tipsy 'cause they up it and a talk. Girl must a wine and catch it on the boss. Me love the style when you naturally give up. Hey. Your body clean, girl, me nah fear. When you see the video, man, back it up fast. For your clothes, girl, can't take it off. Trail a load of girl, they a walk. Freaky girl, where you there? See them there. Bad girl, where you there? See them there. Every girl a fi be mine and give them way. Make me dash out the Kyle there. Fi them say. Freaky girl, where you there? Backers, hood inna your belly, can't call it a hatters. Remember say me cock it tougher than crackers. Tell your body good, your body better than the others. Penny two for me, want slap it up, packers. Bubble you a bubble, you a bubble and packers. Bubble you a bubble, you a bubble and packers. Bubble you a bubble, you a bubble and packers. Bubble you a bubble, you a bubble, bubble. Skin it out, me a ring it out. Pretty little gold mine, me a dig it out. And me hood a the veranda. You a bill it out, and me hood a the veranda. Sit down on it, cock up on it, girl back up on it, girl choke on it, like a car on it. Go hard on it, you no go hard on it, girl. Breath out the bike, hope you not from it. Now backers, hood inna your belly, can't call it a hatters. Remember say me cock it tougher than crackers. Tell your body good, your body better than the others. Penny two for me, want slap it up, packers. Bubble you a bubble, you a bubble and packers. Bubble you a bubble, you a bubble and packers. Bubble you a bubble, you a bubble and packers. Bubble you a bubble, you.
Yes, once again, it is the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So thank everybody for tuning in and keeping it locked this evening. Want to welcome everybody that's out there jamming. Big up yourself. Once again, Sandra Price and to Anne Marie, Unruly, everybody out there jamming. And once again, want to welcome all of our Instagram listeners as well, or watchers as well, and everybody out there on the YouTube page. And definitely want to tell everybody to download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app to your tablet as well as to your phone. So once again, you can keep it locked to this show and all the shows here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, I'm thanking you all for tuning in and keeping it locked this evening right here on the gallery. Once again, we're just getting some of your thoughts, in regards to all of these mandates, vaccination mandates that have been handed down, especially today. But before we get back into that, we're going to get into the second hour of our show. So once again, thank you all for tuning in and keeping it locked to the gallery.
This is ABM, and I'm listening to the gallery with Batman Benny each and every Tuesday from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. The boy Bad.
I say let the music play, yeah, 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 yeah. Let the music play, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is the impeccable Imar Shepherd, bigging up the gallery crew on Caribbean Power Jam Radio each and every Tuesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Kaboom! At.
Whoa, right now you're listening to the gallery radio. We are lead, and we'll leap at them if you follow. This is the voice of singer Jack representing for the gallery radio. Select it! Waska!
Yeah, so once again, it's the gallery. I go by the name of Benjamin, aka Badman Benny. So once again, big up to everybody that's out there listening to the gallery all throughout the world. Also, big up to Sexiana and DJ Blacker. They got their big event coming up next month, September 11th. So you want to definitely log on to that. They have their tickets available on Eventbrite. So once again, big up to Sexiana as well as the DJ Blacker. Contact either one of them. Definitely, if you're a jammer, if you're a fan of Caribbean Power Jam Radio, you know where to find them. So once again, just big up to Sexiana as well as the DJ Blacker on their big birthday celebration together, September 11th here in New York City. Also, want to remind everybody, last week on the gallery we had Sabrina Samedi of the organization Avance Haiti, who is currently doing a drive, collecting items as well as donations, monetary donations to help with the rebuilding process down in Haiti from the earthquake that took place about a week and a half ago. So once again, that drive is still ongoing. So you could just head over to their page, Avance Haiti, AvanceAYiti.org, or you can find them on Facebook, and you can get the details on the drive that they have going on. The drive actually ends on this Friday, and then they have a big event to continue on with the collecting of the donations this Saturday. So once again, for those that are looking to help with the rebuilding efforts down in Haiti for rebuilding process as a result of the earthquake, just find Avance Haiti, and once again you go just go to the replay of our show from last week and you get all the details. But once again, we definitely want you all to go out there and support that effort. Whatever organization you choose to donate to or help, as long as it's a credible one, we all have to pitch in somehow and join it with the rebuilding process of Haiti as a result of the hurricane. As a result of the earthquake. So once again, our thoughts continue to go out to all of those down in Haiti. So once again, you can find that information by going over to their page, Avance Haiti, and also on the gallery page. You can replay the video from last week, and you'll get more details. Once again, both of them, both of the founders were here. John Claudel, who's actually down in Haiti, who called in last week, to express, his thoughts, what's going on down there, and Sabrina, who's up here, last week. So once again, thank you all for the support that you have been giving. They have been getting a lot of support last week, and we just want to continue pushing and promoting that so that they can continue to get more support, moving forward. So once again, thank you all for tuning in and keeping it locked to the gallery here on Pure Power Jam Radio. So at this portion of the show, we are beginning our second hour of the show, and we will be going into our looking forward segment. So this is the segment of the show where we play music from the up and coming artists. So once again, any artists out there that has music that they would like for us to play, just feel free to contact us, and we will give you the details on how you can have your music sent in and played here during this segment. We're going to be playing 3 songs at this time. Then after the show, you'll have an opportunity to vote for your favorite of the 3 songs that we are about to play on our Twitter page, and then also starting next Monday on our Instagram story. So you'll have 2 opportunities to vote for your favorite of these 3 songs that we're about to play. So we're going to play 3 songs right now. The 4th song that we're going to play for this segment is going to be the winner of the Looking Forward from the song that we played last week. So the first song that we're going to play during this segment is an artist. He goes by the name of Ja Child, and the song is called Better Days.
PPE Records, Ja Child. Me never born with gold spoon in my mouth. From a little and I go, me know my born for a reason. Never watch the time nor the season. Now put my trust in a mankind, cause them evil. Grudge you for your house and your vehicle. But I know better days coming. Whoa, 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 better days coming. Hey, I know better days coming. Whoa, 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 I see better days coming. Hey, mama said your child, the world it no level. Enough of them come round, you know say them are the devil. When you turn your back, them want to fool you up a pebble. I fight the fight, just like a rebel. Them are the goal for me, ja. No bless them with no shovel. Them want see me fall, them know I'm comfortable. That's why me stay in my lane, no drink them rum and them champagne. Music alone me campaign, that's why I know better days coming. Whoa, 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 better days coming. Hey, I know better days coming. Whoa, 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 I see better days coming. Hey, yo bling, look out for your circle. The same people, them your rates won't hurt you. The girl where you love, she desert you. For your next man, what's our next plan? Hey, but I just keep the dreams up. Hey, hey, no matter how it hard in our life, get your youth so no don't give up. That's why I know better days coming. Whoa, 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 better days coming. Hey, I know better days.
So once again, that is music from Ja Child's song called Better Days. So once again, this is the Looking Forward segment. So the next song that we're going to play from an artist, he goes by the name of DJ Star, and this song is featuring Vibrant. and the title of the song is Life's Too Short.
Yeah. Yo, star.
On mission.
The two of we are chat from far.
Yo, put some liquor up on the ground for my friends, them with it. The ones them with the yo, me rate the whole of them. Now switch out on the link, now sell out on them. Everybody was a blank for your true friends, them.
Whoa, me put me hand over me head and bust a blank for my brother, blank for my brother, blank for my brother. Life too short, so me glad to see you there, glad to see you there, glad to see you there. Do this for me real friend, yeah, my real friend, yeah, my brother till the end, yeah, me cheat them, yeah, me do this for my real friend, yeah, my brother till the end.
Yo, vibrate, me roll with my real dogs, me not left them out in a broad day like the vampires ever out. Father God, watch me steps when me touch the road. Cause me no want dead left my little yo. Life too short, me no know, but tomorrow some my real friends, them I want tell you, say my love you, we a trot from far, we a come from the ghetto, yo, we lock down foreign, now we enemies assess.
Me put me hand over me head and bust a blank for my brother, blank for my brother, blank for my brother. Life too short, so me glad to see you there, glad to see you there, glad to see you there. Do this for me real friend, yeah, my real friend, yeah, my brother till the end, yeah, me cheat them, yeah, me do this for me real friend, yeah, my brother till the end. Hey, when the plane a land, a foreign we gone. Live the richest, rock the latest, wear the Gucci band. Forget about Uncle Sam, cause we money long. Not for worry if my brother them my Uncle Tom. Never sell out, that are the code, yes. Love to see me brother them a progress. Yes, squeeze up them yellow silicone breasts. Yes, me and my brother them so blessed. Me put me hand over me head and bust a blank for my brother, blank for my brother, blank for my brother. Life too short, so me glad to see you there, glad to see you there, glad to see you there. Do this for me real friend, yeah, my real friend, yeah, my brother till the end, yeah, me cheat them, yeah, me do this for me real friend, yeah, my brother till the end. Hand over me head and bust up.
Yeah, so that is DJ Star with Vibrate song called Life's Too Short. So once again, this is the Looking Forward segment of the gallery. We play music from the up-and-coming artists. So once again, any artists out there that has music they would like for us to play, just feel free to contact us, and we'll give you details on how you can have your music sent in and played here on this segment of the show. So the next one that we're going to play for this segment of the show is an artist. He goes by the name of Grabber. You see him out there in the chat and Instagram and Facebook. And this is one of his latest tunes, song called Don't Trouble.
When I trouble you, don't you trouble when I trouble you, don't you trouble when I trouble you. Mama said don't you trouble when I trouble you, don't you see me when you see me on the avenue. If we look the part, then we not gonna see the sky. No, we are the earth people on a spiritual journey to the stars. No, get a youth. Be careful how you use your key if you start your car. Bomb alert. You can't believe a them your type of thing I want. So don't you trouble when I trouble you. Don't you see me when you see me on the avenue. Don't you trouble when I trouble you. Don't you see me when you see me on the avenue. Don't you trouble when I trouble you. Separation is only in the mind. So when you navigate, be careful all the time. Most people seek but still act like them blind. I try to call up the ghetto you them mind. Each and every day, them left up on the line. Corrupt officials, them need to resign, yeah. Don't you trouble when I trouble you. Don't you see me when you see me on the avenue. Don't you trouble when I trouble you. Don't you see me when
So that is music from Grabber's song called Don't Trouble. So you'll be able to vote for your favorite of those 3 songs on our Twitter page after the show this evening. Whether it is Grabber that you just heard, whether it's DJ Star, or whether it's Ja Child. So at this time, we're going to play the winner from the Looking Forward segment from the songs we played last week, as she goes by the name of Kiara J, song called Melanin.
One time. Two time. Kiara J. One time for the dark skins. Ooh, you got my melanin poppin'. Easy go easy and there ain't no need to stop. Yeah, skin glow, light up the world. You a queen with a king, now dance, baby girl. One time for the dark skin. And 2 times for the melanin. 2 times. And 3 times for the city. Got my dark skins right here with me. Hey. 1 time for the dark skin. 1 time. And 2 times for the melanin. 2 times. And 3 times for the city. Got my dark skins right here with me. Hey. Kiara J, yes I'm chocolate, so I'm sweet though. Hershey kiss all over my blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Not hating on the light skin, but dark what it do. See, they always talking about the light skin, red bone, leaving dark skins out in the ozone. So this is me stepping out on melanin. I wanna see all my dark skin girls win. Hey, 1 time for the dark skin, 1 time, and 2 times for the melanin, 2 times, and 3 times for the city. Got my dark skins right here with me. Hey, 1 time for the dark skin, 1 time, and 2 times for the melanin, 2 times, and 3 times for the city. Got my dark skins right here with me. Hey, for every king is a queen. It's the royalty, the loyalty, the melanin, the skin you in, the fact that we are morally independent, coexisting, graduated, educated, grateful of the skin you're in. Hey, yes, they never thought that a dark skinned woman, huh? They never thought that a dark skinned man, huh? They never thought that whatever that it was that a melanin could not withstand, huh? 1 time for the dark skin, 1 time, and 2 times for the melanin, 2 times, and 3 times for the city. Got my dark skins right here with me. Hey, 1 time for the dark skin, 1 time, and 2 times for the melanin, 2 times, and 3 times for the city. Got my dark skins right here with me. Hey, 1 time, 1 time, 1 time, 1 time, 1 time, 1 time.
Yeah, so that is your winner from the Looking Forward segment from last week. She goes by the name of Kiara J, song called Melanin. So once again, big up to all of the artists that we played this week on the Looking Forward segment. Grabber, Ja Child, DJ Star. So once again, you'll be able to vote for your favorite of those 3 songs, after the program this evening. So once again, thank you all for tuning in to Keep It Locked to the Gallery, as we will continue to move on and keep the things, keep the flow going. We were talking about the multitude of the mandates from the vaccinations that have been handed down today, especially in New York City. But some of these things are happening all throughout the country. And, as it was announced this morning that Pfizer has now gotten full approval for their vaccine for those 16 years and older from the FDA. So, as a result of that, many mandates have been handed down because officially, they were not able, none of the city, state, or federal government laws would have allowed for the mandates for the vaccines prior to this, because all of the vaccines, whether it's Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, AstraZeneca, they were all under emergency approval, as the FDA, the CDC, and many people wanted to get things rolled out in order to, bring the number of infections and hospitalizations down. So as a result of that, the approvals for those vaccines were basically emergency, and that's why you will see every now and then the ages were being lowered in order for those approval rates. And so right now, when it comes to Pfizer, they do have full approval, official approval. There's not an emergency order for Pfizer, so they have an official full approval, but for those that are 16 and older. And as a result of that, here in New York City, once again, the mayor has mandated that all teachers and staff have to be vaccinated, and that goes to effect mid-September. And, primarily that's been put into effect because, the children under 16 are not able to get vaccinated, especially with the Pfizer's full approval that they have. But, even from the other companies, those that are 12 or under, some of them got the emergency approval, some didn't. So as a result of that, New York City, that's why the mandate has gone out for all teachers, all staff, everybody that works in the Board of Ed in any capacity will have to get mandated in order to get doing that as protection for the children that would be coming in and those that are not able to be vaccinated. So just wanted to get your thoughts on that. But also in New York City is the first, and I still believe the only city in the United States where there is a mandate also in effect where you're not able to enjoy any indoor activities such as going to a gym, and that includes the workers in the gym, or going to the movies, those working in the movies, or going to a restaurant, as well as restaurant workers, unless you are vaccinated. So these are some of the things that we have been speaking about this evening, and just getting some of your thoughts as well. So once again, let's continue to keep it locked to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Once again, download that Caribbean Power Jam Radio app to your tablet as well as to your phone, so that you can hear the show and all the shows here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, we thank everybody for tuning in and keeping it locked this evening. And so I'm going to continue with the music, continue things going right about now. And once again, big up to Grabber out there, encouraging everybody to share. Thank you. And once again, thank you to everybody that's listening all throughout the world. So big up to everybody that's still holding it down right now with the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Let's continue to keep the music going. And we should be speaking to Tesia soon throughout this program this evening. So once again, thanking you all for tuning in and keeping it locked to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So big up to all of you out there that are listening. So once again, big up yourself, Terry, and thank you for holding it down and keeping it locked as well. All of our listeners from week to week, definitely appreciate everybody that continues to stay tuned and keep it locked here to the gallery every week. So once again, just getting back to some music and keep it locked.
Taddy. Yakka. Yo, Joe. Nobody we no owe. No close marking. No close talking. From what year see we not use you. Cause you a get too used to. That's why Papi Wayan rebuke you. Cause you a get too used to. The whole of Jackson refuse you. Cause you a get too used to. Hey, you make your ego about you. Cause you a get too used to. Don't size up. You're not in a illegal, you just a rise up. Stay in your lane, cause you just a climb up. No make the wrong speech, you will get bind up. Don't size up, don't size in. You will get a haze as all your face lean. We a weed baby, you a crack fiend. So when you see we trying to run in, from what year see we not use you. Cause you a get too used to. That's why Papi Wayan rebuke you. Cause you a get too used to. The whole of Jackson refuse you. Cause you a get too used to. Hey, you make your ego about you. Cause you a get too used to. Hey, we alone and I can't bring no news to. Cause we know say your devil recute you. You run your mouth, that's why we have to mute you. And that's out you, you little brute you. Me tell Scooby like he trying to run in. Every time we out we look clean. Progressive and we are pre-money green. But we can get dark and mean. From what year see we not use you. Cause you a get too used to. That's why Papi Wayan rebuke you. Cause you a get too used to.
Anyway, some gyal a go like say them never need no flour. Tin mackerel them no devour. Dirty pot them never scour. Also some gyal a go like say them hype and full of power. And no go get a life through them go foreign every summer. Some gyal a go like them no wash with blue bummer. Me know a hard life, me no just a newcomer. Also some gyal a go like say them never full of bad pan of water yet free while a shower. Well guess what? Means a gyal know how the fish scale. Me never born with long fingernail. No run boat, me make the ship sail. Me never born with long fingernail. Me can watch cook and clean and queen. Born a sea view and not Meadowvale. Now watch your cute face and the falls here. Me no born with long fingernails. I guess what? Now watch your hype. Me no sacrifice. Fi take care of man. Fi be a good wife. No fi make the pea shelly with the rice. Now watch me Facebook nor Instagram life. Well, laziness I go, that you pick. You want be a wife, but you can't cook a dish. That's why the man a stick to the side chick. Not care how you know how fi bum flick. Well, guess what? Means a girl know how the fifth scale. Me never born with long fingernail. No run boat, me make the ship sail. Me never born with long fingernail.
Liquor bust inna your head, make you stagger song. Fling up your body, panty man way back on you. In where your position inna the dance, make me want say something to you, but me stammer song. Lift up your skirt, then your wine good on long. Follow me and me yard, me not fi know you. Your body well firm, you know wagga. So anytime you jiggling, me no ear plaka on you. Yeah, I'll take the middle up your soul. Everybody na the dance, watch your soul. You're not too care about nothing, baby. Enjoy like some more. Take the middle and rock out, rock out, rock out, rock out, rock out, rock out. Take the middle and rock out, rock out, rock out, rock out, rock out. Take the middle and rock out, rock out, rock out, rock out, rock out, rock out. Get just rock out, rock out, rock out, rock out, rock out, rock out. The party turn up, people enough up in a the dance. Bumper so big, how you find space to park. Put on your body fitting and your clothes, baby, on you so wicked. God know me, sorry for your little shots. Go pan your weight, pan the dirty ground and bust a pants. Alkaline a place so and kill his nest that. Gyal a long out, tongue ring, she a show off. And two of them lookies like them want start something at the dance. Yeah, I'll take the middle up your soul. Everybody na the dance, watch your soul. You're not too care about nothing, baby, enjoy like some more. Take the middle and rock out, rock out.
Wine and a bubble and round a back, just a jump, this a trouble and bust a hug up and a couple and a cuddle and a wine up me body and a bubble and me know me good, have me body just a wine and a boom, 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 papa boom, boom, have me body just a jump and a boom, 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 boom. Wine pan the rhythm and a sit down pan the beat. My body right so me man nah fi cheat. Phone take a picture, yeah that you fit wait. Tell them gyal them wine ya them careful. Me a boom it and a catch it pan the beat. Me just a drop it. How me twerk it and a slap it pan the ground like me a map it. How me stuck it and a
big up yourself. I'm Mars Shepherd. Welcome to the gallery.
Facebook it but crap it and yes I saw me like it. Look pa me body how me wine it. How me catch it and a wine it. Bubble and a sit down and a wine it. Yes I saw me like it. Look pa me body how me wine it. How me catch it and a wine it. Bubble and a sit down and a wine it. On the baseline, me a boss a wine. Style when me have we make man lose them mind. Sit down and a wine, take it pan time. And no girl can't do them a wine when me design. Me know me good, have me body does a wine and a boom, 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 papa boom, boom. Have me body does a jump and a boom, 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 boom. Wine pan the rhythm and a sit down pan the beat. My body right so me man nah fi cheat. Phone take a picture, yeah that you fit wait. Tell them gyal them wine ya them careful. Me a boom it and a catch it pan the beat. Me just a drop it. How me twerk it and a slap it pan the ground like me a map it. How me stuck it and a pop it and a wine it and a lap it. Take a picture, you fi snap it, Facebook it, but crap it and yes I saw me like it. Look pa me body how me wine it. How me catch it and a wine it. Bubble and a sit down and a wine it. Yes I saw me like it.
Right now me need to run out it up. How can you not rate who come before you? You go like a you come boy, you come make music big. Them and those who supposed to respect the elders, but they don't. And I go on like a you are the man, and you are the man, and God are the man. None of them no bad like Shabba ranking. None of them not tough like the ranking. No. None of them stop the one they are ask him. If you not imitate the great Shabba ranking, who can stop the one they are ask him? If you not imitate the great Shabba ranking, see the fool they ask him. If him not imitate the ranking, the vibes I bring, the big song that I sing must inspire and motivate him. Big vibes bunking from big ship rhythm. From compound back to goalie banking, Shabba ranks at the top of top ranking. So on another that I the truth, just put the facts in the gang of H2O and me the oxygen. Dancehall is a come me with the jewel and gem. Tell them say me supply the word for the hymn. Don't get it twisted, how I fool him. 30 years deep and still a rolling. None of them no man like Shabba ranking. None of them not up like the ranking. No. None of them.
All them attack, man a stepper. Catch up them a play, man a pepper. When the star boy walk, man a stepper. Catch up them a play, man a pepper. Coulda day, coulda dark, man a stepper. Catch up them a play man a pepper. Me never buy out no chart. Me know better. Catch up them a play man a pepper. Brahma, me hot feed them. Them a use some style is not feeding. The gully never gone. Me back feed them. And me terrifying like the not see them. Steve, them change up me no want see them. Me a look and can't see them. This whole world know me a the boss for them. Tell them pass me that. Tell ask me that. So all them attack. Man a step up. Catch up them a play man a pepper. When the star boy walk, man a step up. Catch up them a play man a pepper. Coulda day, coulda dark. Man a step up. Catch up them a play man a pepper. Never buy out no chart. Me know better. Catch up them a play man a pepper. Mama say fi watch them with me clothes and me picture. From me richer, some of them a ton snitcher. Them a helicopter, me a high plane jiffer. Me brain sicker from me smoke pan a spliffer. And me build me house, me buy me furniture. Mansion in the sky, I check the temperature. Fi all dirty heart, send them a hell quicker. Me love goes out to all me well wisher. So all them attack, man a step up. Catch up them a play, man a pepper. When the star boy walk, man a step up. Catch up them a play, man a pepper. Coulda day, coulda dark, man a step up. Catch up them a play, man a pepper. Never buy out no chart, me know better. Catch up them a play, man a pepper.
Y'all fit on up in a dance and wind up your body like a sure so your body not drop off. Y'all when afraid if a y'all this, you are this your friend. Something in a purse for your papa. You know like forward, y'all. Goody girl out of style from 99. So when you see me in the street where the night or day is a bad girl, me walk me fine. Cause me love y'all with bad them. Bad y'all. Bad. Me no like y'all with soft and no weak in the heart, y'all be bad them. Bad y'all. Bad. Me no like y'all with soft and no weak in the heart. Respect, y'all never dare this king. But real lioness enough afraid for the king. And inna the bed enough to play with the thing. Me no want a little girl, me no do baby sitting. You turbo chipping enough to slow me down. Ready for the road when the road fi run. If a badness you no afraid of none. And when me itch with the love you just hold me down. Because you bad them. Bad y'all. Bad. Me no like y'all with soft and no weak in the heart, y'all be bad them. Bad y'all. Me no like y'all with soft and no weak in the heart, just touch.
Says our destiny. Says our destiny. Says our destiny. She says our destiny. Forget next to me. This a girl I want flex with me. Rest with me. Nothing less sissy. So me give her the best of me. The girl I want like a gypsy. One more shot and she get tipsy. She have the itsy. The real itsy. Settle down on me lady. You know to say you a drive me crazy. The way you whine you amaze me. You know take a bag of man like the Navy. Settle down on me lady. Broke it out on the floor, you know lazy. Your lifestyle it not shady. And you know take a bag of man like the Navy. You know see the thing turn up in a ya. Girl a whine it like a propeller. Brace it up, wanna suck me ya. It's same one damage up Jennifer. Me lace her up like a ear Nike. She take a ride on the big bike. She must see things, say the things like girl ball out like lightning, the things strike. Settle down on me lady. You know to say you a drive me crazy. The way you whine you amaze me. You know take a bag of man like the Navy. Settle down on me lady. Broke it out on the
Good night to you, Abby. Welcome to the gallery. Big up yourself, Garfield, as well. Welcome again. Welcome everybody to the gallery this evening.
On the beach or a pool.
Do what you want, you don't need no permission. Wine and drop position for you, me petition. You are you a top gal, you are you a top gal. In the face, you show you're a bubbler. In your box, let me put in me speaker. Hot gal in the place, snap your finger, then stop in the face. Why not on top this gal? Come back and walk this gal. Try you can't rock this gal. Why not it? Why not it? Why not on top this gal? Come back and walk this gal. Try you can't rock this gal. Why not it? Why not it? Put it why my winding gal, hot gal, let's me happy feel you. Put it why my winding gal, hot gal, let's me happy see you. Put it why my winding gal, hot gal, let's me happy feel you. Why not it? Why not it? Put it why my winding gal, hot gal, let's me happy feel you. Put it why my winding gal, hot gal, let's me happy see you. Put it why my winding gal, hot gal, let's me happy feel you. Why not it? Gal, why not it? Show where you sick on, stretch for your toe, 6:30 position. Quarter to 7 on the fence, baby, hold on. Now me get turn on. Show me what you got, gal. Show me what you got, gal. Out the road, they call you the bubbler. And for your box, I have a new type of speaker. Hot gal in the place, snap your finger and stamp in the face.
Once again, thank you all for tuning in and keeping it locked to the gallery this evening here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, big up to everybody that's out there listening. And, you know, we have our guest from the Looking Forward segment. She is the winner from last week. She goes by the name of, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right, Tesia. Once again, not hearing her right now, but once again, I want to welcome Tesia to the gallery this evening. I think we should hear you right about now. So once again, I want to welcome Tesia once again to the gallery.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, hearing you loud and clear right now. So just introduce yourself to everybody that's listening.
Okay, my name is Odancia Lynch. I'm a singer-songwriter from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I go by the name Tesia. So yes, Benjamin, you was pronouncing it a bit wrong. It's Tesia.
Tesia.
T-E with the Spanish accent, S-I-A, Tesia. I compose music in the R&B, hip-hop genres, but lately I've been doing a bit of dancehall and reggae too, and I actually about to release my first reggae and my first dancehall in the couple of weeks, weeks to come. And I do appreciate everyone who has taken the time out to vote for me, giving me the opportunity to be here tonight on the gallery show. And well, good night to you, Benjamin, and good night to the listening public.
So I'll start off with this. As you mentioned, you're from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. How was it down there post volcano? You know, the couple of months ago, for those that did not know, the volcano in St. Vincent erupted a few months ago, quite a few times, actually. There was a big, you know, evacuation of efforts from the red zone, going to other areas of St. Vincent, and, you know, many people left the island as well. So you stayed on the island. Were you in the red zone or were you in the green zone? Number one.
I was in the green zone.
Okay, so
I was in the green zone. So the green zone didn't really get much of well, the whole country got affected, but the people in the green zone didn't really get the hard lash from all the volcanic ash and stuff like that. But the red zone and the orange zone get hit bad. Houses destroyed, the whole country was in a devastating state. But gradually, from since then, in April to now, the country has been slowly moving forward and rebuilding. Yeah, so.
And so how was it, even though you wasn't in the, I guess, for lack of a better term, heat of everything, but you were still affected somehow, you know, what was your feeling like going through that? You know, because they basically predicted it a few months in advance and the time's getting closer. You know, how was your personal feeling just, you know, just waiting for that moment to happen?
Well, to be honest with you, I was very excited. I know it's not a thing to be excited for, but I was very excited to actually witness my first volcanic eruption, actually. I'm just happy that no one got, no life was lost, property damage, yes, but properties can be rebuilt. But seeing the volcanic ash for the first time, to be honest with you, as I said, I was very excited, Well, I was indoors, like what the authorities had told us to do. Now and then I ventured out to see what outside looked like. Dark, very dark. Although I was in the green zone, it was very dark. So you could just imagine how the red zone and the orange zone actually look like. So, yeah.
So with that, I mean, once again, everybody that's listening, we're speaking to Tesia. I was saying Tesia for over a week, but she's saying it's Tesia, so we can make sure I'm pronouncing it right, so everybody else out there is pronouncing it correctly. She's St. Vincent, born and raised, singer, R&B, as you mentioned, reggae, dancehall. Did you mention soca? I don't think you mentioned soca.
No, not soca. Just R&B, hip hop, reggae, dancehall.
All right, so before we get into the non-soca aspect, so we could tell that you're young because you said you mentioned this is your first volcano that's eruption and you was excited, and the previous one was 1979. So just for those that could do the math, Tesia was born somewhere after 1979, just to put it like that. But how are you? You're living in an island full of great, world-renowned St. Vincent soca artists. But you mentioned that you yourself have not ventured into that arena. So have you felt any pushback in terms of just finding your own lane in St. Vincent when you have so many of the artists out there coming out of St. Vincent going in another route?
You're talking about soca genre?
Yeah.
But I to be honest with you, I'm not really a fan of the soca genre. Okay. I'm not a fan of soca.
So once again, I was speaking to Tesia out of St. Vincent. Yeah, I just wanted, I just found it interesting. Every country, you have various genres of music that come out of it, but sometimes people, from the outside looking in, tend to just bottle everybody, put everybody in one box. So that's why I was mentioning that a lot of great soca artists come out of St. Vincent, but once again, you're in your own lane, which is always a good thing because you could always carve your own niche in anything that you do. And as you mentioned, so you're doing the R&B. We're gonna be hearing the song "You Hurt Me" just now. For those that are listening, we're speaking to Tesia. She's looking forward with it from last week's song called "You Hurt Me." And so, what happened when you was writing that song that caused you to talk about how hurt you are?
Well, the inspiration behind that song, "You Hurt Me," actually stemmed from a relationship that I was in a few years ago. And I actually wrote this song this year, so I was just like looking for different ideas and inspiration to write a sad R&B song. So I just based it on the relationship I had a few years ago. So that's how I got with the inspiration to do the song "You Hurt Me."
So we're going to be listening to the song "You Hurt Me" just now. So somewhere out there, I don't know if he's in St. Vincent or somewhere else, you are, unfortunately, there was the inspiration behind this hit song that Tesia was able to write, sing, perform, now win, and is basically, hopefully, with the blessed of the Most High, take the world by storm. So you may have wanted to do one thing to Tesia, but she was able to fight through it and write this hit song. So once again, we're talking to Tesia, and we're gonna listen to this song. This is the looking forward winning song from last week, song called "You Hurt Me."
I've never felt so hurt like this. Feels like I'm drowning in emotions, sinking deep down in the ocean. Your love is just an illusion, playing me with so much confusion. You put a spell on me, so true. Then you say you're leaving me for someone new. You deserted me. You left me all alone, somewhere unknown. Your love was just a game, you never felt the same. Every time you hear my name, I hope you feel my pain. Baby, please listen. Do you remember when you said we were meant to be? When you said you love me now till eternity. You even said it was your one and only. So baby, yeah, tell me why you hurt me. You hurt me.
So that's a little piece of Tesia's song called You Hurt Me. And what we always do when we have our singers in the building, you know, just want everybody to know that we have the real singers on the chat. So just want you to give a little piece. Might have to dig in the pockets and just pay you for this performance, but we just want you to give us a little piece of this song called You Hurt Me.
All right. So baby, yeah, tell me why you hurt me. You hurt me. You know I gave you my all. So why you hurt me? You hurt me. So baby, yeah, tell me why you hurt me. You hurt me. I said I caught you if you fall. So why you hurt me? You hurt me.
Yes, so that's Tesia. So that's the real Tesia that we're talking to right now, singer of You Hurt Me. So you mentioned you have a dancehall track coming out soon. Hopefully we'll be one of the first to get that track. But out of all the genres that you do, which one is I guess your favorite, or the one that you feel like, what is the reggae, dancehall, or R&B? Which genre of music do you take to the most?
I take R&B.
Okay.
You know, and hip hop, R&B and hip hop. You know, it's a genre that actually I can more easily express my feelings, you know, my emotions, past experience, my background, you know. So yeah, it's music to your soul as well. So I'm more easy. I love the R&B hip hop genre.
Okay.
More than the reggae dancehall.
And so what was your inspiration, like, just getting into music and choosing those are the genres? Like, who were some of the artists that you liked growing up that inspired you to say, well, this is the field that I'm gonna get into? And then overall, like, what was the thing that made you say, well, I'm just gonna go out there and start singing?
Okay, well, growing up, my dad, he was a calypsonian back in those days, and growing up watching him composing music, it actually inspired me at a point in time when I got older to want to actually write my own music as well. And he usually has a saying of, well, he usually told us, not me alone, but my other brothers and sisters, when we usually listen music, he usually say, you don't always have to listen music. You can create your own, But right now, he's turned from the calypsonian to reggae, love reggae. I actually have a few of his songs on my YouTube page. But growing up, I always liked Mariah Carey, Beyonce. Those are two of my favorite inspirational R&B artists. I love their music. So, yeah.
So I guess that would answer the next question. Like, what would your dream collaboration be? So I guess one day you would just dream of doing a collaboration with Beyonce and or Mariah Carey.
Yeah. Not only those though, but
who else? So
I don't mind doing one collab with Rihanna, or even some of those dancehall artists that are vibing now, like Shanty or even Spice. Mm-hmm. Who knows what can happen next from now, right?
Yeah, anything can happen.
Not only for the R&B general, but
yeah,
for even dancehall or reggae.
Yeah, definitely anything can happen. So everybody that's listening to the gallery right now, we're speaking to Tesia, the winter looking forward segment from last week, hailing all the way from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. She made it through the ash, and she's able to speak to us this evening. You know, as you mentioned earlier, you know, just going through that experience, you know, you can rebuild homes, you could, you know, replace certain properties and items, but you know, as opposed to the one that took place early 1900s, you know, we haven't heard about, you know, loss of life for the recent eruption there. And, you know, hopefully between that and the pandemic and everything that's happening in the world is not going to slow you down from pursuing your musical goals. So, you know, just praying that you continue pushing forward and doing what it takes to make it out there. Once again, you know, as we mentioned, you know, finding your own lane, you know, doing the R&B, doing the hip. So are we going to be hearing in the future, you like hip hop as well, are we going to hear any bars coming from you, any songs in the future?
Sure, why not? Sure.
So we're speaking to the multi-talented, multifaceted Tesia. So once again, we do thank you for joining us this evening on the gallery. Once again, congratulations for winning the Looking Forward segment from last week. So anything else you want to tell to everybody? I know you spoke to the fans earlier, but anything else you want to tell to the people that voted for you and allowed you to be on this stage right now?
Well, once again, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to vote for me. I do appreciate it, you know, for showing love and support, all of that. And just a message to this message is for myself. It's okay. The uprising artists out there. Just want you to remember to always stay focused, believe in yourself, have faith in your abilities, your talents, and never give up on it, because you only get one life. After this, you don't know what's gonna happen. So make your time.
So once again, we thank you for taking time out to speak to us this evening on the gallery. So once again, we were speaking to Tesia, looking forward winner, the multi-talented, multifaceted singer from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, coming from a lineage of singers, as she mentioned as well. So once again, just thanking you for speaking to us this evening, and you know, just praying for continued success in everything that you do with your career, you know, moving forward.
All right, okay, it was a pleasure being here.
All right, thank you. And to everybody out there that's on the list, that's listening to the gallery, we're going to continue rocking for a little bit longer. Once again, we thank you all for tuning in to Keep It Locked to the gallery this evening. As you saying goodbye, just for now, but hopefully we'll hear much more from Tesia in the near future as she continues to bring her songs, and hopefully she'll be looking forward to winner once again.
Say it, Sean. The girls, man. You see, lady, girl, give me your everything, make you my everything, girl. Come wine pon the thing, you a bust them heartstring, yeah. Wine and go up on the thing, climb and go up on the thing, girl. You want every man a sing, time to get some of your loving. Champion, get your body wet like the ocean. Yourself, you fit open, wine for me in a slow motion. You use olive oil for your lotion. Girl, you hot in a me real life, you hot in a me dream. Me da put in a me bed and take you out the magazine. You are the cream of the crop in the skin. You are me African queen, girl. Wine and go on the thing, climb and go on the thing, girl. Go on the thing. You are my everything, girl. Give me your everything, I give you my everything, girl. Just go and do your thing. You are boss me heartstring, girl. Everywhere me go, you see every man attack. You are the light, not the deepest dark. Wine make them have sleepless start. Them a touch skin, but are you a touch heart? Jamaican girl, me see girl in New York. UK girl, see them top the chart. Japanese girl, English them can't talk. I shall make them can't walk. Cause to all them a go on and a wine in a shot. Move up your body and wind up your back. When you come over, line up your fast. Broke the place like glass. And give me your everything, make you my everything, girl. Come wine pon the thing.
again, thank you all for tuning into the gallery this evening. Want to welcome Nahalia to the gallery. Give yourself out there, get off field once again. Continue to keep it there and share. Once again, thanking Anne-Marie Unruly for logging onto the gallery as well to continue to keep it rocking for a little bit longer. So once again, big up to everybody that's listening to the gallery on our YouTube page, our Facebook page, and we also once again encourage everybody to download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app to your tablet as well as to your phone. And good night to you, Tonette. Welcome to the gallery. Good night to you, Michelle, as well.
Sipping on crystal, no need for your pistol. Sean is a walk in the place with two Chris girl. Drinking from Jamaica, Miami, straight to Bristol. Sipping on my yet, baby girl, what my sweat. Gonna show you something that you never seen yet. Say she wanna drink all sex on the beach. Baby, you're the student, I'm ready to teach. One more drink, please, each. I'm never sober, ain't gonna leave until the party's over. Ain't gonna leave from my Red Bull and it ain't no soda. Drink up, you eyes, so I'm gonna need a chauffeur. I'm never sober, ain't gonna leave until the party's over. Can't homestays, gotta sleep on the sofa. And the next day we're gonna do it all over.
So you recognize that I'm the ladies' choice, so they all come for me to chill them with my gangster voice.
Every girl, feminine.
You know what I mean? So any girl think she can beat me, the road rough, tell her the road steepy.
Go on.
She think me sleepy. So them all come to meet me. Yeah man a long distance to la. Man a long distance to la. Man a feed bambula. Man a long distance to la. Man a long distance to la. Y'all man a long distance to la. Man a long distance to la. We love them, yeah. Man a long distance to la. Man a long distance to la. Boy of him, girl, I never did the when she call. Them girl a pretty boy, you feel me, them girl a ball. Me I love your girl, cause you got it up in a stall. Me stick and pan your girl just like a picture up on a wall. Long distance to ya, so you know say me no star. Have the energy, she coulda shot, she coulda tall. Still I wet the girl, them even when the rain a fall. Nature call, you are my baby doll. She hear me go all out, make girl ball out. Girl falls here, fall out. She come in on me room, later she a crawl out. She get to sit in where boom wall out. Yeah man. Man a long distance to la. Man a long distance to la. Man a feed bambula. Man a long distance to la. Man a long distance to la.
You know me love your smile. Me for have you all the while. Girl, you too cute. Me and you look so right.
Back it up and the dump patch up. Turn round for the love start up. How you wine so you just can't stop. Who can't jump up, can't duck.
Set good like the ice in a freezer. What a body nice, you a sting like a bees, yeah. Visa ice make the rum flow easier. Tell me say you're lucky, make me get back me visa.
Where you a run, go me just start up. As you reach, you just one cut. Street vibes in a popcorn cup. Not nice, be my just park up.
Set good like the ice in a freezer. What a body nice, you a sting like a bees, yeah. Visa ice make the rum flow easier. Tell me say you're lucky, make me get back me visa. You love when me mind you are that sweet, yeah. You love get the share and that sweet, yeah. You love get the money and that sweet, yeah. You love get nanny too and that sweet, yeah. See the wallet, yeah. Something in it. See the money there. Come here little bit. See the wallet, yeah. Something in it. See the money there. Come here little bit.
The biggest money bag she buck up on. The pound part weigh 3 kilogram. She have to drape it up with her hand. Fixed deposit in a First Caribbean.
Set good like the ice in a freezer. What a body nice, you a sting like a bees, yeah. Visa ice make the rum flow easier. Tell me say you're lucky, make me get back me visa.
Girl tell me say she a my fan. And she want give me air condition.
Yeah, so once again, thank everybody for tuning in to keep it locked to the gallery this evening. And once again, just continue to follow our page, like our page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Also, we are on Mixcloud and Twitter as well. That's the gallery. We spell it DAGALLERY. So once again, we thank everybody for tuning in this evening, and hopefully you did enjoy this evening's program. And just continue to stay tuned and keep it locked for next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, we do encourage everybody in the meantime to download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app. Once again, big up to Sexion and DJ Blacker their big birthday bash, which will be coming up September 11th, so big up to them as well. So once again, we thank you all for tuning into the gallery this evening right here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio, and we enjoy talking to everybody out there. Good night to you, Clytemus. Thank you for tuning in. So big up to everybody out there that's listening to the gallery. And as always, we always have to end off the show on a positive note. So we're going to be playing on the Empress Bradshaw always sends us something that we can end our show off with on a positive note. And this week she sends this one. If you feel like you are losing everything, remember that trees lose their leaves every year and they still stand tall and wait for better days to come. So until next time, saying God bless. Playing this song as we saw Garfield out there mentioning the legacy of Beres Brown. So I'm gonna play another song from Beres Brown at this time.
30th of March ended with a tragic development.
Triangle music.
How you feel when you kill a woman we bring a 9 months on the earth? Morning, Lord God. Oh yeah. When you wake up and can't find your loved one, balling again. Them can't find her. Nobody don't know what's going. Kill them and take away. Balling again. Be a bitch of pick up and wall. Everybody a move. Everybody a ball. You Mr. Monday. When take where the people them data. Jonah inna the water. When we hold you, you a go get slaughter. Them nothing go to prison. When you kill a woman, it's like you don't got no mother. Balling again. Them can't find her. Nobody don't know what's going. Kill them and take away. Balling again. Be a bitch of pick up and wall. Everybody a move. Everybody a ball. Them a try find the COVID, but them now want the crime. Missing girls and boys, missing all the time. Parents falling, people them calling. Crime rate raising up. Can't find a next girl again. Them can't find her. Nobody don't know what's going. Kill them and take away. Balling again. Be a bitch of pick up and wall. Everybody a move. Everybody a ball. You Mr. Monday. When take where the people them data. Jonah inna the water. When we hold you, you a go get slaughter. Them nothing go to prison. When you kill a woman, it's like you don't got no mother. Balling again. Them can't find her. Nobody don't know what's going. Kill them and take away. Balling again. Be a bitch of pick up and wall. Everybody a move. Everybody a ball. How you feel when you kill a woman we bring a 9 months on the earth? Morning, Lord God. Everybody a moon. Everybody a ball. Balling again.
I select the music play, yeah. Don't let the music play, yeah. This is the impeccable Ivan Shepherd picking up the gallery crew and Caribbean Power Jam Radio each and every Tuesday, 7 to 9 a.m. Kaboom!
Everybody a ball.
This is AM, and I'm listening to the gallery with Badman Benny each and every Tuesday from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time.